got 7 hours of record time on this here GoPro. I just cleared out some videos. Be amazed what you can do. Anyway, here's the project at hand today. We've got a 1990, I believe this is Evinrude 9.9. So it's got an OMC Corporation right here. Wait, where is it? Right there. But random model number comes back to an Evinrude. So I don't know if OMC owned Evinrude or owns, or they did own. I'm not sure. But I got this thing running, actually, and I didn't even have it. There's nothing hooked up to it, okay? It's old enough where the key and the little lanyard, that it basically just grounds the coils, and that's what kills the spark. But apparently it's normally open, the key and the little lanyard thing. So this thing, I was doing some testing on it yesterday without you guys, of course. Here's my starter. This thing, I mean, it runs. Although I can't give it throttle. Hang on, let me get you guys on my head. See if I can get this one right. So if we give it some throttle, I didn't prime it. I didn't hit the little ball primer. Give it some throttle here. And it won't idle. Ooh, the tall tail started to spit water out. We're gonna pop this carburetor off. Looks like we got a couple linkages. That one goes to the throttle. So we should be able to get into this nut down here. Once we remove this linkage, might be a little tricky, but there's it's missing the intake box, I believe. I believe it's supposed to be an intake box here. It's missing it, and the carburetor has sucked in some stuff. So I could only imagine what that looks like. So let's begin removing this carbonator here. Okay, I may have to redo that section of the video because I had some copyrighted music on, but we don't have that anymore. Basically, we're gonna pull the carb off this thing. I just took this off, very simple. This just sits on this little peg right here. And believe it or not, you can still get parts of these, so that's nice. Now, how in the world are we gonna get to that nut down there? Here's your fuel line coming in. This looks like the vacuum for the vacuum fuel pump. I could be wrong. I haven't worked on too many of these, but we should be able to figure this thing out, no problem. They have the zip tie on there. See, the problem is the carburetor is dirty, and they're trying everything to get it to run by adjusting the idle, putting zip ties on things. Okay, see if we can get that off there. Oh yeah, wasn't too bad. Gotta get the fuel line disconnected. I want to get this back up and going for them as soon as possible, and if I have to order gaskets, it's going to be waiting a week. I'll probably never see that again. Oh boy. Yeah, it's bad. Let me get some of these hoses off here. There's our carburetor. Let's get this bowl off and see what it looks like. Doesn't look too hateful. Gasket's still pliable. Never seen a plastic float rod. Needle looks good. That thing's clogged right there. Not really much to clean in here. I can't see through that jet there, but it doesn't come out, don't look like. Well, it does. It's plastic as well. That's clear. I didn't want to take this top off, but I guess I will while we're here. Doesn't look too bad. Fortunately, these gaskets are still pliable. Okay, I'm going to clean this thing up and I'll be right back with you. Okay, a couple things that were clogged. This port here was clogged, and also this here and hose was clogged up. So, looks like there's a little more dirt in there. I don't have an ultrasonic cleaner yet, but I'm working on it, okay? Everything takes money and time. Okay, I thought I was losing my mind for a second. There wasn't any screws in this. Which is weird. Okay. Put this thing back on and see what kind of results we get. I do worry about this gasket though. Where'd my little scraper go? The gasket's still in really good shape. Look at all this stuff in here. Look at this bolt. Anyway, I'll get this back on and we'll see how it runs. Put a zip tie around that. Don't drop this. Don't. I totally forgot I was making a YouTube video. That's my fault, but you didn't really miss much. So I put this linkage on, put this top plate back on, and spun over with the drill. Turn this all the way in, then turn it out a turn and a half. And I bumped the idle up just a hair, and it seems to be working fine. Put it in gear. Seems to be running all right. I don't know how to shut it off because I'm not using a key. I think the telltale is plugged up. I'm gonna just blow some air through there and see if we can get some stream coming out. And then I gotta figure out how to shut it off. I could just choke it or pull a plug wire off or two. Pump the idle down some. Seems to be running fine. I gotta figure out how to kill it because I don't have anything hooked up. There we go. Do the old choke. All right, let's put the let's put the tattletale back on, which is this guy right here. And it goes, there's a little nipple or fitting, whatever you want to call it, right there. See if I can get this on there. This thing was clogged, so I blew that out. Now I think the old nipple's clogged. So once I clean this out and it's spitting water out good, I already quoted him an impeller kit because it's just something you do with an engine that sits. But he may not need it. We can get this tell me a tale. There, that's back on. Let me blow some air through there and see what happens. You don't want to blow a head gasket for Pete's sake. Okay, blown all the way through. Now let's just see if it'll spit water now. It may need an impeller. You know, who knows? My air chuck leaks a little bit, so I turned that off to keep this thing from running. Although that thing is not that loud. I'm gonna put our tattletale back down into this little hole. Just like that. And fire it back up and see. Alright, it's peeing. Do the old choke. Okay, as far as I'm concerned, this thing's ready for the water. As far as I'm concerned. So I'm gonna call the gentleman and have him come pick this thing up. This is exactly how I got it, although this was off of it. He just brought it to me in pieces, but he brought me the fuel can, his hose, and just the motor. And that's about it. So I'm gonna give him a call and have him come pick it up. That's it, y'all. Sorry it was a short video because I totally forgot I was recording, but it's all right. Wasn't that short. Engine's good to go. He'll be here in 15 minutes to pick it up. And then we have a 75 Johnson, I believe. I already forget. 75 Johnson to work on. All right. Hope you guys enjoyed it. I'll see you guys in the next one.